Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday the 28th of June 2018. So yesterday in the pound, it attempted to move higher, traded up to the DP level. We see the selling coming in here, and then once the market broke through the close of Tuesday, the market moved lower down to the low of Tuesday before bouncing back. Notice how the market goes through the 50-bar average up to the previous day's close, and then we see the market move lower there. Pound weak. You can see overnight the market taking out the 76% retracement, and we need to go to the weekly chart to see where this market is heading. And we've looked at this before in the Market Alert. 130 is the next downside target for this market. News today, European Economic Summit, that starts at 11:15. That will be interesting. You'll see why in a moment. If you think I'm rushing through this, you're right, because I want to get to what happened on the Dow yesterday. And we've got final GDP as well, and we've got MPC member and FOMC member out speaking later today, 2:30 and 5 p.m. as well. Now let's just switch to the Dow, and we'll start off by looking at yesterday morning. You can see that the Dow moved lower in the pre-market session, and the reason for this will become clear in just a moment. On many occasions over I don't know how many years, we've looked at Deutsche Bank and the potential that it has to create havoc in the financial system. Well, yesterday, if we just forward through this, what I was looking at here as well, you know that we marked up the low in the Dow, and we already on the daily chart. Let me just bring that up for you. We do look at it inside of here, but let me just bring it up in here. The 24084. So what I was doing here was looking to see if we were getting anywhere near this. This is all pre-market session, by the way. The market's weak, and then let's just fast forward on what happened. The market put in a bit of a bounce, traded back up to the 50-bar average there, and you'll see now that we've got the Deutsche Bank chart. You can see the Deutsche Bank actually fell. If you see behind there, the market fell. So the Dow was falling with Deutsche Bank there. And then if we fast forward, you will see the Dow trade back up. We're getting a bit of a bounce. And you'll see the reason for this is there was a bounce in the Deutsche Bank share price there. This market's put in a new low as well, down at 8.80, down in that range, $8.80. And then you'll see the Dow trading sideways. By the way, what I forgot to miss here, you'll see how the market traded straight down to the 24,084 and then bounced back off this level. And that was all drawn in. Just wind it back. There you go. So we had the 24090, and when the market completed this bar, I drew in that 24084, just to see what would happen, and then we see the market bounce back with the Deutsche Bank share price there. So then everything calms down a bit, and then we get this huge spike out of nowhere. So what was the reason for this? And again, this is all still pre-market. I'll just switch across to zero hedge here, and you will see in here somewhere we've got global market sliders, fears a return. China bear market deepens, Deutsche Bank hits record low. We've seen that. And then we get this news item here where futures spike after Trump blinks and decides against the harshest measure on China investment. So that's what this is. So that came out of nowhere, and that sort of news is going to allow the market to keep moving to the upside. It's the excuse that they were looking for to bring the market back, That's the pound trade yesterday. So in the pre-market session, you see that the market traded sideways after spiking higher. So the market opens, you can see the volume there increasing. We've got the 50 bar coming to go above the 200 bar average as well, so we'll just fast forward. A bit of indecision to begin with. We have a buy signal, then the market puts in some selling. We've got resistance here, and then eventually, as you'll see, the market comes down, kisses the 20 bar moving average, and then moves higher. And then we have a trade in progress. And I'm just going to wind back a bit here. Somewhere here, you will see me actually go and have a look, see how far this market could actually move. I can get to that point. Right, so what I'm doing now is just moving the stop to break even, and then I'm having a look inside of the daily chart just to get an idea of where this market could go to. So we've already taken out the 24,381, so I get rid of that, got rid of the fib, having a bit of a clean up here, and I'm going to put in a fib retracement down to the high of the selling bar we had the other day, and we get to 24,518. And then going to go back to the 5-minute chart, and I'm going to draw this in on the 5-minute chart so I can see where the market is likely to trade to. So we have to scroll the chart down a bit, and then I'm just going to move this up to where the market is likely to trade to on that retracement level. So we're in the area there now, and you can see that's already in place. So what I'm going to do now is to fast forward, and you'll see the market continuing to drive higher, and then you see the market actually hit the there you go, you can see it actually hit that line, and then the market struggles and the trade is taken out, and then we get a bit of a drive through, not on any buying, before eventually the market falls apart and trades all the way down. I'm not going to go through all of this bar by bar, but you'll see how the market ended up back where it started. And the question is, well, really, how does the market end up back where it started? If we have a look at the 5-minute chart for yesterday, you can see I recorded up to this point, and then the market continued back. So why did the market come back? And the answer is this. This news item followed the previous one. Mnuchin, unfortunate market got mixed messages regarding the CFI US, won't target China specifically. It was unfortunate if Wall Street got a mixed message about trade restrictions, and added that all of President Trump's advisors are unanimous in this decision. And as I've said before, and I will say again, one news item doesn't change the trend. So there you've got the market going up, and you have the market returning, because that one news item isn't going to change the actual trend. So if we look at the daily chart now, get an idea of where we are. You can see there the market coming off after we hit that 76% that I put in there. The market then reversed and came all the way back to where it started. It's trying to bounce at the moment, but we are still below the 200 bar average, even though we traded above it yesterday, and it's just a matter of time before this market continues to move to the downside, unless of course they intervene and try and prop it up. So other news to have a look at, Deutsche Bank, they haven't started trading yet, I don't think. What time is it? If I could see a clock on this computer, it would be useful. Maybe just started trading, so back below the €9 per share there. So keep an eye on Deutsche Bank. You can catch that on the Bloomberg page. Just type in Deutsche Bank share price Bloomberg, and you will get the chart for this. Let me just have a look, see if there was any other news that I wanted to have a look at. There was something, but I can't remember. No, it doesn't really matter, but there you go. So that's the detailed look at the Dow. And then there's Bitcoin. Well, just quiet, everybody's left the party. There's nothing else really to say about this at the moment. Incredibly narrow range for the markets, just stuck in a consolidation phase. More action in the Dow at the moment and the pound. Right, that will do it for this one. And all things being equal, see you tomorrow. And if there's anything to report, I'll let you know. But other than that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.